Hi everyone, and thank you for joining me today. Hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday afternoon. Happy hump day to you. My name is Stewart. I am the lead coach and founder of Do Better Financial. Today we are having a special edition video. It's called Weconomy Wednesday. Hi Chris, thanks for joining us today. Full disclosure, I had no intention of doing a video today. I was preparing this video for next Monday. Our topic for today is actually about tax-free weekend, and I thought tax-free weekend was the 18th through the 20th, so this video was going to be for Monday, but it turns out tax-free weekend actually starts this Friday, which is the 11th. So I was talking to Chris actually, and he was like, yeah, if you do this video on Monday, people are going to feel like, you know, it's not relevant, or they're going to feel like it's a kick in the teeth because you waited to give them the information until after they'd spent their money. I was like, that's valid. So Weconomy Wednesday it is. So thank you for joining me. Today's topic is tax-free weekend worth it? So anybody who's new to the state of Texas or is hi Kenneth, thank you for joining us today. Anybody who's new to the state of Texas or comes from a state where they don't have tax-free weekend, the idea is that the state will waive their state tax for a weekend to allow people to purchase school supplies and school clothing sans state tax. So in the state of Texas, Harris County, which is where we live, where we are in Houston, what that means is that the state tax of 6.25% is waived, and then the 1% city tax as well as the 1% transit tax, which adds up to 8.25, all of it's waived in Texas. I've read online that in some cities and some states, they don't actually waive the city or municipality taxes as well. Hi, Ms. Barnett, thank you for joining us today. They don't actually waive both sets of taxes. So in some places, I think it was Wisconsin, they actually only waive the state tax, and their state tax is like 2%, and the rest of the taxes are 3 or 6%. I may be wrong about which state it was and the amounts, but I just knew that they didn't waive everything. So we're a little bit fortunate for that in Houston, Texas in particular. So if you didn't know, tax-free weekend is this weekend. It is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the 11th through the 13th. So, is it worth it? Hi, Anitra, thanks for joining us today. Is it worth it? The short answer is maybe. The longer answer. So let's talk about what tax-free weekend actually does for retailers. It gives them more traffic. They have more bodies in the stores. They have more people coming through their stores looking for good deals. They sometimes capitalize on this by not actually having real sales. They'll put up a sign that says, sale, $5. But if you look at the bottom, it says the regular price is $5. So they'll do a lot of that, capitalizing on that tax-free frenzy, if you will. So one of the things I really want to encourage you to do is if you do want to participate in tax-free weekend, search and do your research on what a sale actually is. What does a sale look like for the things you want to buy? So I'm going to give you an example from Target because Target has a really pretty circular and I like them. So here's an example of something that is not a sale. Not as much of a sale as you might think it is. So really large, they have on the front of their circular, it says $5 t-shirts. Doesn't just say $5, it says starting at $5. There's a word. I'm going to try and teach you about those words that marketers use to try to, sway you away from the facts. So it's starting at $5. So there are shirts that cost $5. Yes, they start at $5, but there are shirts that cost more than $5. So if you keep flipping through their circular, on the next page, it says shirts start at $5. Same thing, pretty big. Smaller, it says shirts are $5 to $7. Okay. Hi Courtney, thank you for joining us today. 5 shirts are $5 to $7. And then underneath that, it says regular price $5 to $9. Right? So just what I was talking about, they put the word sale on it. You feel like you're getting a deal, but in reality, those shirts are always $5 or they're always $6. And if you buy a $9 shirt, it might be $7, and that's some sale. Now, these might be great shirts. They might be the shirts that you always buy, and you're going in there going, ooh, I don't have to pay tax today. Great. You need to know that going in, though. Don't have in your mind that you're getting a great deal because they say you are. Do your research first, okay? That's the first thing I want to tell you. Hi Yolanda, thanks for joining us today. The second thing is there are some really good sales, and some of them have already started actually. So the Target Circular runs from Sunday to Saturday, so their next one comes out this coming Sunday. I'm assuming they're going to hold the same deals because tax-free weekend doesn't end until Sunday, but don't quote me on that. They can do whatever they want. It is a little deceitful, you're not wrong, but that's marketing. It's all marketing. They get paid very well to do it. You should know. So, not that he's a marketer. Anyway, so here's one deal at Target that's actually really good. For those of you who are my age or slightly younger, slightly older, you probably remember the Texas Instruments calculator, the TI-83. We always, a lot of us use them, especially if you took calculus or statistics, and most of us had them. At the time, when I was in school, they were around $100. I looked online, they're still about $100, regular price. They have since upgraded. They now have a TI-84 Plus, and those calculators are about $120 regular price. Don't pass out. And they also now have another even fancier calculator that comes in colors, and you can download apps, and that sounds like foolishness to me, but to each his own. It's called the TI-84 Plus CE. I could not figure out what CE stood for. This calculator retails for $150. Yes, that is correct. A calculator, right? To help you do math. So, but here's the kicker. Right now, even if you go to the store today before tax-free weekend starts, this calculator is on sale at Target and Staples and maybe some other places for $90. Okay? 40% off right now today. So if you need that calculator, if you really want that calculator, it's 40% off right now today. That's a really good deal already. Yes, it's definitely the color edition. They actually have color graphs. I was shocked by that. I don't understand why you need a color graph, but hey, fanciness for fanciness sake. If other people want to pay for it, market it. So yeah, it's on sale for $90 right now. If you were to wait until tax-free weekend to buy it, assuming they still have some in the store, which is the next thing we're going to talk about, you would save about $7. The tax on $90 is $7.43. Okay? So you would save about $7. Now, that's not to say that that's not valuable to you. But me personally, I'm all about that $60 discount. So, you know, if I cannot stand in line with lots of angry people or lots of frustrated people and still get $60 off, sign me up. So yes, there are good deals to be had. You need to do your research. As Anitra said, 40% off is a great deal, especially on something that expensive. So what are the best deals you're really going to get when you're going out there this weekend? Some of the best deals you'll get are on things that rarely go on sale. So like Apple products, they don't usually do deep discounts, so having an almost 10% discount is probably pretty good. Different types of software, so if you're buying like the Microsoft Office package, they don't usually go on sale, so having, you know, that 8% discount could help. Some retailers that don't participate in tax-free weekend, aren't allowed to participate in tax-free weekend, will have sales that take off the 8.25%. So like car dealerships, mattress stores, furniture stores, places like that. Now, here's the important part. These are only good deals if you already intended to buy them. Okay? If you go to a store and you buy a $100 pair of shoes and you only have to pay $100 because they take off that $8.25, you only got a deal if you planned to spend $108.25 on shoes. You got a good deal if you spend only $100, right? If you went into the store thinking you were going to spend $60 on shoes and then spend $100, you got janked. That's true. So, how do we avoid this problem? First thing, you need a plan. You need to do your research, figure out where you're going to shop and what you need to buy. You need your school supply list, and you need to figure out how much money you have to spend. That's the second thing. You need your budget. So how many pairs of shoes do you need to get out of that $100? If you only need one pair of shoes, great. If you need 3 pairs of shoes, a $100 pair of shoes with no taxes, no good to you. Last but not least, you need to pack your patience. These streets will be packed. These stores will be packed. A lot of things will run out, and no matter how angry you get, it doesn't produce more. So you probably want to go early if there's something that's really popular that is going on sale at a store that you want to frequent. I also want to encourage you, if you're somebody who's like 8.25%, I don't know if I want to risk it for that. There are actually a lot of good deals going on right now, and that will continue to go on up until right around the time that school starts. So Staples has some of those deals, like 50-cent binder, not 50-cent binders, 50-cent notebooks, 10-cent folders, things like that. They have deals like that that have been going on for like I think a week and a half, and they're going to keep going up until school starts. There's another facet to that. If you are a person who this works especially well for teenagers, but it can work for young kids too. If you don't need all the school supplies at the beginning of the year, right? You're not going to use 800 sheets of notebook paper on day one. You're not. So take the opportunity to just buy what you need for the first few weeks, and then when they start to do store turnover for winter, fall, winter, whatever you want to call it, you can get even deeper discounts on clothing and school supplies. So I used to work at Kroger, and I know when we would turn over what they called the promo aisle, which has whatever holiday or situation is, big and fancy going on up front, whenever they turn over the promo aisle, everything goes immediately to 50% off, right? So if you're paying attention, you can catch some amazing deals at places like Walmart, Target, Kroger, and H-E-B even when they do that promo turnover, because they need to clear out all of that stuff out of the space that they had set aside for a specific time of year. You can also, like I said, catch it at places like Macy's and Target and whatnot when they turn over their clothing. They're going to move all that stuff to the back of the store and say, we need some more space for our new winter clothes, and you can get some great deals then. So if you can buy a couple of new school outfits before everybody gets cranked up, and then wait till week 2 to wear all your fancy stuff, or wait till week 3 so everybody be like, oh, she still got new clothes, and it's like they didn't realize you was wearing the old clothes at first. That's savvy. I used to do that. Right. So those are some really good options if you don't want to participate in tax-free weekend. If you're going to participate, go with a plan, go with a budget, pack your patience, maybe a snack too. I'm going to be sharing shortly, actually it's probably going to, I should be posting it in about 4 minutes, a list of the things that are included in tax-free weekend. You don't want to go in there, put something in your cart only to realize that it's not part of the tax-free thing. One of the things that's not part of it, I did want to say this, is sports equipment. So if you have a student that plays sports equipment's not included. Their clothing is, but not like, the balls and the bats and the tees and the whatnot. So you want to use that list to make sure you know what you can and cannot get as part of the deal. And then I'm also going to try and find some tips to give you, if you're going to participate, how to keep yourself from going crazy, especially if you're shopping with kids. I don't have any personally, but I have seen people dragging screaming toddlers through the store, and I don't envy them at all. Oh, I don't want to forget this. If there are some retailers that will allow you to order certain things tax-free online. I believe Target is one of them. You may want to double check that. They'll allow you to order online and pick up in store. That might be a really good option for people who have kids. There are some deals that are not available online. I know Staples deals for like the 10-cent binder, 10-cent folders, and the 50-cent things. All those really cheap itens, you have to get them in store. But like I said, those go past tax-free weekend. So you might just wait, because tax on 10 cents is... it won't get you to 11 cents. So you have to buy like 3,000 folders, and I think they have a limit of like 10 or 15. Anyway, I'm rambling. So thank you so much for joining me today on our Weeconomy Wednesday. If you have any questions that you would like me to answer, if you have anything that you would like to know, not just about tax-free weekend, but about any financial subject, please leave them in the comments, or you can email me at christian@dobetterfinancial.com, or you can leave them on my Facebook page. I also will be sharing in the Fempire Tour panel. That's an event that's going on this Saturday, August 12th. You should definitely go check it out. And get your tickets. Come out and see us. It's going to start at 10 a.m. sharp on Saturday morning. You do not want to miss it. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have a great week. And if you're participating in tax-free weekend, may the force be with you. Peace.